If you're shopping while working, eating, or even listening to this podcast, then you know and love the thrill of a deal. But are you getting the deal and cash back? Rakuten shoppers do. They get the brands they love, savings, and cash back. And you can get it too. Start getting cash back at your favorite stores like Levi's, Plow and Hearth, Adidas, Sephora, and Neiman Marcus. Stack sales on top of cash back and feel what it's like to know you're maximizing the savings. And it's easy to use. And you get your cash back sent to you through PayPal or check. The idea is simple. Stores pay Rakuten for sending them shoppers, and Rakuten shares the money with you as cash back. Download the free Rakuten app or go to Rakuten.com to start saving today. It's the most rewarding way to shop. That's Rakuten. Rakuten.com.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.
What makes a treasure hunt truly exciting for you? Is it the thrill of the chase, or maybe the mystery of the map, or just, what you might find? Today, we're doing a deep dive into an adventure that kind of challenges all that. It offers a really different take on discovery. We're diving into the Banana Boat Treasure Map adventure. And yeah, it sounds whimsical, but trust me, it's way more than just a kid's story. It's packed with surprising twists, these really strange clues, and honestly, a pretty profound lesson hiding just under the surface. So our mission for you today is to unpack the clever layers here. Let's find the unexpected wisdom it holds about what really counts as treasure.
Yeah, what's so cool about this is how this simple story uses really vivid imagery, playful stuff to get at some complex ideas. We're talking like value, community, what richness really means beyond just money. It's a great example, I think, of finding deep insights in, imaginative places. It's not just for kids, really.
Okay, so picture this. Bright summer morning, Sunshine Bay. You've got 4 friends who are totally inseparable. Lila the human, Milo the monkey, Finn the fox, and Coco the parrot. And they're not just hanging out, they're on a giant banana boat, like literally a boat shaped like a banana, bouncing over waves, laughing, no idea what's coming. And then, bam, it happens. A little flap right there in the yellow seat of the banana boat, it pops open, and out slides this crumpled piece of paper. But get this, the source says it shimmered in the sun. And it smelled faintly of lemons.
Wow, lemons. That's specific.
Right. That shimmer, lemon scent, it immediately tells you this isn't just some random scrap.
Exactly. It sets this unique tone, almost magical. It adds this sensory richness right away. It signals, hey, pay attention, this is special. It's a really neat way to make a simple piece of paper feel, significant.
So Finn, he's the careful one. He unrolls it.
Yeah.
And they're all just staring because it's a treasure map, but not your usual kind. No, this one's drawn in fruity symbols, like an orange for the sun, Grinks for an island, and the X marking the spot. It's a big red strawberry. Totally fresh take, right?
It really is. And what's fascinating is, boom, right away, problem-solving time. It's a puzzle from the get-go. It's not using standard map language. It's using this playful code of familiar things made into symbols. It forces the friends, and us too, really, to think creatively, to interpret things. And that skill, interpreting unusual clues, thinking outside the box, it's surprisingly useful, whether you're in a meeting or learning something new.
Okay, so they've got this wild, fruity map. They're excited, obviously. And they set off across Sunshine Bay, first stop, Grapevine Island. And just like the map showed with the grapes, they find these grapevines twisting into arches, almost like doorways.
Nature itself seems to be playing along, doesn't it?
Totally. Then their journey takes them to Coconut Cove. And this is where it gets even weirder and kind of wonderful. They find singing coconuts.
Singing coconuts? Seriously?
Yep. Singing coconuts that bounce and give clues in rhymes. The source even remembers the specific clue. To find the loot, be brave and cute,
Brave and cute. Okay, that's memorable.
I wonder if they take requests.
Huh. Probably just riddles. But look, this whole sequence, it really highlights something important. It's about blending observation, seeing the grapevine arches with interpretation, figuring out what rhyming coconuts mean. It shows how different kinds of info, visual, auditory, literal, metaphorical, they all piece together to solve the bigger puzzle. And it really underlines how imagination makes any kind of learning, any quest, actually fun, engaging.
So, after all that excitement decoding fruit and listening to coconuts, the map does something interesting. It leads them in a loop, right back to the waves where they first found the map.
Oh, okay. So that could feel like a letdown, right? You'd think, wait, we went all that way for nothing.
Exactly. You might expect some sighs, maybe frustration, but nope. Before anyone can get disappointed, Milo, the monkey, just dives in. He goes right under their boat, the banana boat, remember, and he tugs something up. It's a waterproof chest. And it was tied to the anchor the whole time, hidden right there.
Wow. Right under their noses. That definitely makes you rethink things, and it brings up a really big question, doesn't it? For them and for you listening. What did everyone expect to be in that chest? You hear treasure, you think gold, right? Jewels?
Absolutely. That's the classic setup.
The story builds that expectation deliberately. And this moment, the reveal, it just completely challenges our assumptions about what treasure even looks like, what value means.
So the chest opens, squeaky hinges probably.
Yeah, you can almost hear it.
And inside, no gold coins, no glittering gems. Instead, it's filled with a rainbow of these beautiful banana-shaped charms carved from seashells.
Banana-shaped seashell charms. Okay, that's unique.
Totally unique. And tucked inside with the charms, there's a little note. And it just says, treasure is meant to be shared.
There it is.
That's the punchline. But, you raised the point about expectations. After chasing fruity clues and singing coconuts, isn't there a risk this feels, well, a bit anticlimactic? Seashell charms instead of pirate gold.
That's a really fair question. And I think that potential for anticlimax is exactly what makes the story's message so powerful. It plays on our standard treasure riches idea, sets us up for it, but then it swaps material wealth for something crafted, something beautiful, and crucially, something designed to be given away.
Okay, so the value shifts.
Precisely. The reward isn't hoarding something valuable. It's the act of distribution itself. It turns the treasure from a private thing into a community thing. Any flicker of disappointment is instantly overshadowed by the potential for connection, for shared joy. That's a deeper kind of richness, isn't it?
And it seems the friends got that immediately. The source says they didn't look disappointed at all. They just grinned. And right away, they started passing the charms out to everyone back on the beach.
Yeah, sharing them instantly.
Soon, the story says, the whole bay glittered with these seashell bananas. And the kids declared the banana boat the official treasure writer for all their summer adventures. A new tradition was born right there.
And that's where the lesson really hits home, I think. The outcome wasn't private wealth. It was this big shared celebration. The act of sharing literally transformed those little charms into a collective experience. It strengthened friendships, created new memories. It beautifully illustrates how joy, kindness, shared moments, how those things can far outweigh the thrill of just having something for yourself. It completely reframes treasure. It's not a thing. It's a feeling. A connection.
Okay, so let's pull this all together for you.
Yeah.
Beyond the fun story, what are the big takeaways from this deep dive? What does it mean for, everyday life?
Well, first off, it's a fantastic reminder about problem solving and following clues that aren't always obvious. The friends had to decode fruit, listen to rhymes, think differently. So for you, how often do you hit problems where the answer isn't straightforward, where you need that creative leap? Exactly. It's about not just seeing the clear path, but being open to interpreting unique information, like those singing coconuts, right?
Yeah.
It's a playful way of saying sometimes the best hints come from unexpected places. Being able to connect those dots creatively, that's vital for critical thinking, for finding elegant solutions anywhere.
Definitely. Second big takeaway, the power of teamwork and imagination. How they make any adventure, well, fun. Lila, Milo, Finn, Coco, they all played a part. Their different skills, their collective imagination, that's what turned a boat ride into this epic quest. No one could have done it alone.
Absolutely. It poses a good question for all of us, doesn't it? How do you foster that spirit in your own teams, your own projects, that mix of skills and perspectives like the friends had? That's what makes the journey itself an adventure. It's not just about the destination.
Right. And finally, maybe the biggest one, the joy of sharing, of community. how that beats keeping treasure locked away. The real treasure wasn't even the seashell charms. It was that note, treasure is meant to be shared, and the happiness that followed when they actually did it.
Yeah, the core lesson is pretty undeniable, I think. The greatest treasures aren't shiny or secret. They're the joy, kindness, and memories you share with friends. This story just gives us such a delightful way to grasp that true value, real richness, often comes from connection and generosity, not just personal gain. It's a powerful nudge to look beyond the surface, to see what truly makes our lives richer.
So we went from a sunny morning on a banana boat to a shimmering map that smelled like lemons, and ended up with a whole bay sparkling with shared seashell charms. This deep dive really shows that adventure and real treasure can pop up anywhere, and it gets so much better when you share it. We really hope this look into the banana boat treasure map adventure has sparked your imagination a bit, maybe got you thinking about what valuable really means to you. And as you go about your day, here's something to chew on, a final thought. What treasures in your own life, maybe skills, maybe kindness, maybe just your time, might actually be meant for sharing? And what little adventures could you kickstart just by looking for those unexpected, maybe even fruity clues in your everyday world? Keep exploring.
You just realized your business needed to hire someone yesterday. How can you find amazing candidates fast? Easy. Just use Indeed. Stop struggling to get your job post seen on other job sites. With Indeed sponsored jobs, your post jumps to the top of the page for your relevant candidates, so you can reach the people you want faster. According to Indeed data, sponsored jobs posted directly on Indeed have 45% more applications than non-sponsored jobs. Don't wait any longer. Speed up your hiring right now with Indeed. And listeners of this show will get a $75 sponsored job credit to get your jobs more visibility at Indeed.com/kidsandfamily. Just go to Indeed.com/kidsandfamily right now and support our show by saying you heard about Indeed on this podcast. Terms and conditions apply. Hiring? Indeed is all you need.